Hello and welcome to LEAD, L-E-A-D, where we learn, educate, apply to develop. This is Trade TV. Trade TV. Trade is everything and everything is trade. My name is Heavy D, also known as Clenham, and today I'm honored to have with me a very special guest. He is the chairman for Shaaba Group Limited and is currently the chairperson for the Ghana Tourist Authority. He's in the person of Hon.Seth Adjei Baah. Good day and welcome to LEAD.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, first of all, I want to say belated happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And wish you many, many more to come.
I love that, and I hope I'll have many more years to serve my country.
That's right. Anyway, on a lighter note, how did you celebrate your birthday?
Cool, you know, in times like this, you want to just relax, reflect over life, and look up what you want to do to leave a legacy into the future. So it's about reflections over the years. I'm 64 years now, and I think it's quite encouraging, and I'm grateful to God for what He's done for me, and I'm looking up to what am I intend doing for God and my nation. So I've been reflecting over a lot of things to see exactly what I can do to leave some legacy behind.
Interesting. Our topic for the season is on effective leadership. I know you're still in a leadership position, and that's your life. And before the program off the screen, you talked about serving your country. You talked about being a statesperson after you retire. If I paraphrase you a bit, can you tell us about some of your experiences and what effective leadership is, in your opinion?
Effective leadership,
yes,
is to carry the people you lead onto the destination by achieving your goal. If you want to be a leader, you are leading the good, the bad, and the ugly. But if you are able to get all these three groups together and you carry them to achieve what you have set ahead of you, you are a leader. Some people think that, well, I can't do with that, I can't do it with this person or that person because they are this, that. We have all these caliber of people along the line, but a leader is the one who is able to carry them along to the right destination to achieve what they are looking for.
You did speak about, wow, interesting. That's very profound. You did speak about serving nation, which means that the country Ghana is at heart, if I would say. Speaking about effective leadership, would you say that as a leader, you yourself have been effective to the Ghanaian?
To the Ghanaian?
Yes.
It depends on the road that has been given to me and the way I have perfected it and the set goals that I've been able to achieve. Every leader has set goals where you have to take your people or where you have to move to the next destination. So if you are there, you have been effective. Some people can go halfway, others can go a third of it, but for people who are able to get to the right required destination have been effective leaders.
Well, I know that successfully you're a businessman as well. And tell us that secret that you have that nobody else has. Because I believe that...
As soon as I tell you, it's not a secret.
Huh?
If I should tell the secret I have, that brings me here.
Well,
as soon as I tell you, it's not a secret.
It won't be a secret anymore, but at least it will be a way of educating us as well.
Well, I believe in determination to work hard, discipline, and being loyal and honest to yourself. If you are not honest to yourself, you cannot be honest to others. If you are not disciplined, you cannot achieve what you have set ahead of you. Discipline is key, and you've got to work hard. Now, these days, I don't come to work early. I used to come here 8 o'clock. If you are not here before me, you are late. So everybody wants to come before I come. Most of the time, I'm the last person to leave the office. I commit myself to it as one of the employees, even though the company was set up by me. I work like everybody will work. If I talk about discipline, we used to have a supermarket. When I come here, I want to drink a bottle of Coke. I pay for it and take my balance. I don't say it's my company, so give me 1 bottle of Coke, let me drink. Give me a biscuit and let me, no, I've got to buy it. And that is the set principle. So everybody must buy. And I have to discipline myself to that. If I don't have money that day, I have to go hungry. And I tried as much as possible.
Even though it's your company, you still have to go hungry.
The principles are that everybody should buy. You can't take it. So why don't I buy it? I remember when my mom was alive, she goes to my shop in NKAWKAW, she buys from there. People ask, why is she buying? If she needs money, I'll give her money. My mom will tell that I won't take one, and you add one, you say your mom came for it. So she goes and buy and pay for it. And that is the discipline.
Wow.
Yes.
Interesting.
So you've got to discipline yourself to be able to make it. Until recently that I see myself as a retiree, I used to pay myself. So if the money is finished, it's finished. Shaaba is different from Seth Adjei Baah.
Wow.
Shaaba belongs to Seth Adjei Baah, but Shaaba is an entity. It is different from Seth Adjei Baah. So I don't mingle with Shaaba things. I manage Shaaba. But what comes to me as Seth Adjei Baah is what I can play around with.
Wow, interesting. At 64, you are about to retire, and you did speak about a legacy, leaving a good legacy behind. One of our main focuses is on mentorship for the next generation.
Yeah.
What legacy would you want to be remembered with?
Somebody passed by and developed people of business character, and they are making success as a story. So I want to develop a lot of business people to let them know that we follow this man. He's impacted in our lives. And business is not something you learn mainly from the books.
Business is not something that you learn from the books.
That is why they say the Kwawus are business people. They follow the people who do it. And while they follow them, they learn. It's impacted in them, and they become successful. So if you go and read in the books, you'll be able to do it to a certain level. But if you are being imparted upon, you are really able to do it to the final line of it. That is why a lot of core people are doing business. They don't read them from the books. No. They follow people who mentor them, who teach them the way of business. And by so doing, they begin to do it. So all the successful people, they don't read from books. Few went to schools, they are doctors, they manage, they do this, they calculate their risks and other things. But we look at it, we say this is possible, it might be possible, and I'll do it and I'll get the results.
So in terms of, quite interesting though, in terms of mentorship and the issue of, you said someone went to school, yes, and you said that, I don't want to make a mistake, but I'll paraphrase you by saying that, you know, you don't need education to do business. Is that what it is?
You need education to do business, but it's not the education that will make you a successful businessman.
So what makes you a successful business person, apart from the discipline aspect of it?
You have to understand the business culture itself and give yourself to it and do it. If you're a businessman, you sacrifice, give your life into it. You don't work for 8 to 5. If you call me 12 o'clock, 12 midnight, and there's business, I have to get up and respond to that. That makes me a business person. I don't work with a fixed time, 8 to 5. No. I work at all times. I don't do one thing at a time. I do so many things. As soon as this can give us some money, and I look at it and I can handle it, I'll go for it.
We've been taught, go to school, finish school, get a job, get paid salary. You know,
let me tell you one thing. The first salary I ever took was when I was in Parliament. The amount they were giving me, I had 2 expatriates. The 2, each one was taking double the amount I was receiving as a member of Parliament. So you ask yourself, if it's not for the love of your nation or you want to be heard, why are you there? At that time, I was making good money. Good money. Good money. And let me tell you one secret. I started Shaaba when I had just an ordinary level certificate. It's when I was progressing that I decided to do degree and masters and all these things. I made money. I remember when I went to G.T.A, I said I wanted to do a degree. I already mentioned, they said, Shaaba, go and do your business. Don't come and disturb us here. What is it? I said, I also want to have a degree. So that people will say, yes, he's also there. But the business aspect was a different ball game altogether. And the good thing is that when you have the education, it pushes you up over there. Because there was one thing that happened. I was there one day and I received a letter to join the Commonwealth Business Council. Then a friend called me. I showed it to the friend, said, Kofi, this is who? It's Brofunkwao. It's not this St. Peter's thing you are going to do over there. I don't know, one day I told my dad I'm going to school. That's how the whole thing started. And after the first degree or after the school, that inferiority complex left. I could speak anywhere. I could do anything. I could say anything. And I say it as it is. To the extent that I progressed and had a privilege one day to go to the United Nations on African Industrialization Day to address them. The school was important. That helped me. At that point. But the doing of the business itself was not the education. But that's how education could propel me when I became the president of the African Chamber of Commerce. You see? So the education is important, but it's not the one that makes the trick.
There are several youth out there, several young men, young women, have gone to school, have degrees, have potential, want to do things, but opportunities are not there. How would you...
It's the way we are trained, or the way we are training our children. We train them. Yesterday, I met a young lady, said, I did banking and finance. Then another person, banking and finance. So after school, what do you want to do? His mindset is to look for somebody to employ him or her. But my mindset has never been somebody employing me. And I've never been employed until I went to Parliament. That was the first time I ever signed a paycheck or I signed a salary from somebody. But, well, I did it for the love of it. But I don't think I want to be paid again or anything. So we should train them into entrepreneurship and get people who will mentor them, tell them what it is, how to start, and being great over there. But we just train them, they're all banking and finance, marketing here and there. How do they start doing business? I started doing business with 5,000 old cedis, which is 50 pesos today's currency. When in the early 80s, when Jerry had taken over and getting soap and all these things were regarded as so essential and very important, so he stopped importation of all these things to save our currency. So I'm one of those who started doing Don't Touch Me soap. With that, yes, with that 5,000 old cedis, which is 50 pesos today's currency, that is the beginning of Shaaba. I was crediting caustic soda, soda ash, oil. The only thing I could buy was the color, the salt, firewood, to be able to start preparing the soap. That is the beginning. Within 6 months, I could buy half drum of caustic soda, I could buy soda ash, and raise 23,000 to start my first shop and employ the second person. I was 22 years old. And I started from there. That's the beginning of Shaaba, to this place. So it's not about just going to raise something. You should have the heart and desire to do something for yourself. And when you want to do something, you look at it very big, but you start it small. If you tell somebody to follow you and say, go and do this or that, they say, oh, honorable, what is this? Somebody told me, oh, Shaaba, you want every month. So even pure water, you are doing it. It's a lot of money. The sachet water is a lot of money.
Right.
But somebody thinks that he has to do something big. I look at the small things and pick them together and you make a lot of money. You see? So business, we should try to help the education system, or the education, the lecturers and other people should come to the private sector to sit down with us to know what they can tell our younger generation to come into the private sector to support themselves and support the nation. Because if we don't get people employing themselves, employing their friends and doing things on their own, how many people can government employ? Moreover, when we are talking about digitalization and all these things coming in, a time will come that 650 100,000 people government is employing will be no more. So government has to depend on the private sector. And the private sector, people are not getting the encouragement and the support and the needed training to get in there.
Where would they get the support from?
Don't draw me into politics. You see, government structures. The structures are there, but I don't think we are being able to push them to do what they are supposed to do. If you go to enterprise, there are a lot of facilities. If you go to this Maslow, the idea is to support the younger ones with some small monies to start. You don't need that big money, 100 million to start work or 10 million. If you want to start maybe doing kenke, preparing kenke, you don't need more than 2,000. If you want to sell oranges, you don't need more than 1,000. That's the beginning. If you cannot manage 1,000, you can't manage 10,000. So what Maslow is doing is a key to develop people from the grassroots, to give them that support, to be able to stand. Then whilst they are growing, you give them 5,000, 10,000, and gradually they'll be there. Then we hand them over to the regular banks to support their needs. Unfortunately, whether the money is going down or is given to the right people, that one I wouldn't want to answer.
Okay, well, we won't go there. But let's say, for example, there's somebody with an amazing plan, a brilliant idea. And, you know, as a business person, they approach you and say, I have this brilliant idea, and maybe I may need funding for it. You may not have the funds to give to them personally, but being that you have experience and you have a few, you know, connections here and there, what would you say to such a person? You have a brilliant idea. You know, this is a great business idea. This person can really thrive and become something big. Would you be...
Great ideas always start very small. So if the person cannot start it small, it's not a great idea.
Well, I would differ in terms of, presenting you the proposal that is pretty much, not massive, but at least it starts from somewhere, but not really small. What would you say about that?
If you give me a proposal about $10 million, and I think no bank in Ghana will give an individual $10 million. So it's not possible. It's not starter in this country.
No, $10 million is too far-fetched.
Very good. So that's why I'm saying every brilliant idea starts from smaller level to that level. So we have to look at the beginning point and know whether even you who has the idea can manage it. The one who has the idea should be able to drive it through, manage it to the end. You can't just have an idea and expect somebody to manage and grow the idea, finance it. No. So if you have the idea and I have the financing, I have to understand and believe in it and know that this is a workable thing. Because not all fine ideas in business plans turn out to be successful stories. I've seen a lot of them, but they will not get into the end of they will see the end of the day. So yes, how brilliant is it? Let's start to try it small and grow it gradually. I started growing my business very small and I've come this far. I said 5,000
50 pesos.
50 pesos. How much is this building? But I started it small at that time. So I think every business brilliant idea, we should look at it, start it small and grow it. If you can't start it small, forget about it.
Well, I mean, I know you took time off your busy schedule to be on the show today. We do appreciate your time. But just before we wrap up, very, very briefly, Stevie Wonder becoming a citizen of Ghana, and also us as Ghanaians, some want to also leave here and become citizens of other nations. Do you think that the Ghanaian has lost their identity?
Identity by becoming a citizen of another nation?
Yes. Or not being proud to be a Ghanaian?
Well, it depends on the individual. I'm proud of being a Ghanaian, and I don't think I ever want to belong to any other country beside Ghana. I have never lived out of Ghana more than 2 weeks continuously. Anywhere I go, it's 14 days time, I have to come back to my country because I love my country. I'm proud of being a Ghanaian, and I'll continue to be a Ghanaian. Steve Wonder, tracing back to his roots as an African, has come to join us. We are proud of him. I was at a dinner with him and we had a lot of fun. One of our brothers have come back home. We embrace him and be with him and learn from him, while he's also learning from us. It's a matter of exchanging some of the things we have and those things he has within that he can impact on us. And I'm proud of that. It's not the only one. A couple of them have come and they are building their houses in the central region, and I've had the privilege to meet most of them. And I love to see them, their love for Ghana and the way they pride themselves that they've come back home and Ghana is their home. It's wonderful. We should encourage it. Let them come home. Together we'll build a nation. As others are going, some will come in, and that is the beauty of it.
I see. Well, thank you very much for your time. I do appreciate it. And another time we'll come back to visit you again.
Thank you. I'm at your service. And I hope it will impact, encourage the youth to be able to come up and do business to support this nation.
Okay.
It is the private sector that is key. They can help us to develop the nation. And we want the youth to get into it seriously.
The youth?
Yes.
A part of the, I believe, tourism is the creative arts industry, a part of it. I believe so. In that regard, what is the plan for the creative arts industry in connection to tourism?
I think we are working on all fields. Fortunately, we are building tourism now. If you look at the records, I can give you a copy of the report. What tourism has done over the last 4 years, you cannot compare to anything. And as we are building it, the other areas are also being taken care of. People are talking about theaters, this, that, all these things, we are looking at them holistically. But for me, I've been entitled the Ghana Tourism Authority, who deals with the hospitality aspect of it, how to make them happy, how to let them feel good, where they sleep and other things. And I'm key to confine to do what I'm doing it right.
Not digress ability entertainment.
Others are there. We have others who are handling entertainment.
No, I'm asking this because, I mean, I know you love music in a way. So definitely, I mean, you may have a few musicians that you look at as exports.
We are doing everything. What I'm trying to say is that I want to concern myself.
Only the...
But we are encouraging the others come. We have program outside. We take them there. This year we went to the US. We have Ghana Week over there. We even send Midiama to play Washington United over there.
The soccer team.
Soccer team. We have some of our top musicians with us to sing over there. And that is the beauty of it. So we are doing a lot of things to promote all these angles. But it's not just easy. We're trying to do it because it costs for money and other things. And we create and generate our own monies to do all these things. So I think all the other sectors will be covered. It's a matter of time. And the ministers are doing their best. I can say that there are about 12 agencies under the Ministry of Trade and Industry. 12 agencies. With tourism is one. Tourism Authority is one. And I think every one of them will have its fair share of development. And I hope we are continuing. We are not saying not until the end of the year. We'll be continuing. And by the next 2, 3, 4 years, many more things will be done.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you.
Thank you. I'm grateful to have you here.
All right.
Thank you.
You've been watching Lead here on TRADETV here with Hon.Seth Adjei Baah. Thanks for watching.